racing away for the opener here. We go over 1,200 meters in this 2-year-old maiden. Looking for early pace. A bad start at all from wider out by King Rise. One of the newcomers got a very smart start and is right up there crossing over. Just tracking the leader is Mostak Mila up the inside fence, the green cap. And between rivals, red and black, Halmud Al-Kia is coming into third place. They're followed by Khaled Al-Muhammada, who's racing in fourth. Next in the field at this stage and being niggled at somewhat is Abu Al-Bashir, is racing in fifth position. Yellow Jacket is Abu Jara next in the pack as they take the turn for home. They're very well stretched out here towards the tail end of the field. You've got the likes of Dana, and also right out the back end is Hadra as they swing inside the 400. About to level for the line. It's King Rise up the inside fence, who got that smart start, who still leads up here. Now Mostak Mila tries to range up and close the leader down. The pair continue to race away from Hamoud Al-Kia back in third, and then in fourth position and plugging away is Abu Al-Bashir. But inside the furlong, King Rise finding plenty here and has turned away Mostak Mila in second, and King Rise makes a winning start for Naif Al-Anazi. Racing again over the 1,200 metre trip here for this 0 to 90 handicap. Pretty levelled start actually. Trying to drive forwards early on is Beehive, the blue jacket and black cap up towards the inside. We've got a trio of runners who are pushing forwards. First line's not far away, and also in a handy position is Income, who probably just shades it with a narrow advantage. They're being followed up the inside fence by the improving black and yellow jacket there of Assad, who had a nice draw from stall 2 and races handily. Back in behind the leaders is Amarillo Gold. Also to the outside is Jackster. Red cap trying to get further forwards is Kind Spirit, looking for Bashawat. That's back towards the inside, running round and trying to close. Quite a few of these a lot lower in the saddle with 400 to go, and Assad up the inside will lead them in here. So heading for the final 200 metres. Assad is trying to quicken up and go away. He's being followed by Income. Still in there pitching is Beehive as well as they work their way close to home. Taj Neon in the green jacket and now pulled out. Here comes Groom right over the top and has passed them all. Groom goes on from the back. Tissalat is flying late in the piece, but that will be too late. It is Groom to win. Underway for this Arabian Open. We go over 1,200 metres once again. Pretty level stuff early on. Blue jacket of Afdal Mujir, wider Fuda Pine, black jacket and check sleeves will now just ease over, and Gaith for Alda Hahab, the newcomer, is at the back. So it is Fuda Pine, the Afbar Racing Stake, who comes over to lead up by about a length and a half past the 800 metre point over Afdal Mujir. Abdullah Al-Kridis in second place, and now a gap of about 5 lengths to Gaith Alda Hahab at the back of the field for Ayad Al-Tarisi. So now inside the 600, and Fuda Pine is starting to stretch, is clear by 7 or 8 as they turn for home over Afdal Mujir, and we've got a similar margin to Gaith Alda Hahab at the back of the field. So less than 400 to cover for Fuda Pine, who is really now extending, has gone clear by 15 lengths at the top of the home run in the hands of Alexis Moreno for the Gaetan stable. Fuda Pine breezes inside the final 200. Count these lengths as 25, I would say, at the moment, in advance of Afdal Mujir and Fuda Pine. You will never see an easier winner than that. They're off. Racing away here over the 1,200-meter trip once more. Fillies in action. And a pretty level start. Just dropping behind them early is Shafa Alizam will go to the back end of the field, and Hood also right up that inside running rail is nearer last than first. Rakud Al-Ansari probably just has a narrow lead early on, but alongside is Shamok Shah, so they race together, being followed at this early stage by Chagruda, who's deeper out. After going back, Shafa Alizam is now coming forwards, has moved up into third position on the inside of Shawahid Al-Khaladia, and Hood is at the back end of the field with only Mahboubat Rabab in behind. Heading out of the far side, left hand down and for home, and Rakud Al-Ansari's in front and breezing along. Shows up here by a length and a half, and the rider is glancing in behind. In second place, Shmuk Shah is now driven and passed. Sharafa Al-Hazam has taken second as they head off the home bend. Rakud Al-Ansari is out in front, clear by 5. In second spot is Shafa Alizam, and from the back end of the field, running on is Alanud for third. But this is very easy indeed. Rakud Al-Ansari regains the winning threat. Racing away over 1,400 metres for this Fillies Open. From the stalls, Bint Al-Ajwad not the best away and a little to the right. Also dropping in, Wadhat Al-Kir races quite freely. So settling into stride, and in these early strides, it will be Bint Al-Awash who's got through to lead. So quite the contrast at the end of the first couple of 100 metres from start to position. Wadhat Al-Kir rushing forwards as well. Between that pair is a Stab Sharat. To the outside of rivals is Safa. Haller's quite deep, is about 4 or 5 wide, but is handy enough. A little gap then to Nafil, who's under pressure at the back of the field, is Al Safiru. So in front, Wadhat Al-Kir blazing along. Is in front and clear by 3 lengths here, but around the outside, Haller has come there travelling very well. Between horses next to red and white is Safa. Back to the inside, Bint Al-Jawad has given way. Under pressure, it's a Stab Sharat, not involved Nafil at all, and at long last is Al Safiru. Inside the final 400 metres, Wadhat Al-Kir went very hard early doors, and now Haller is playing a hand and moving on by. Haller goes to the front. Wadhat Al-Kir's in second, Safa back in third. Then in fourth place we have Stab Sharat, but heading towards the final 100 metres. Haller's in front, getting a little weary. The closers are coming. Nafil is the one that's screeching home late. It's Haller all out in front. Haller trying to cling on, has done just that. They're off, racing away over 1,400 metres here for this 0 to 85 handicap. Up on the outside of rivals, driving forwards early is Shagmoom Al-Kil. Got over the black sleeves and cap, and also racing prominently is a Rayman. Karadzinsky's up the inside fence, black and white jacket next in the field, and is being followed through by Nigel Knott. Not far off them is Spirit of Nguru as well. Trying to get involved is Alan Taibi, horse 10 on your race card, is covered up in the centre of horses. Is being followed there by Operating. Spot the red jacket around the outside. Mad Cow is following that one through at this stage, a little deeper on the race course as they make the turn and head towards the exit of the far side. Looking towards the back of the field, it's Thalik, who's just about last of all. Modern Artist, as expected, well out the back end as well. Heading in towards the final 400 metres, it is Shagmoom Al-Kil who's still just narrowly ahead. He's there in company with Orayman. They're being followed by Karadzinsky. Up on the inside running rail, still creeping through and moving into contention is Walad Al-Metrafa, the light blue silks, and they are then followed by Nigel Knott, heading then towards the final 200. Not much change here. It's still Shagmoom Al-Keel who's in front, finding a bit extra at this point. Is out in front by a length and a half. Recall the Show is surging late. Modern Artist also weaving through. It is still just Shagmoom Al-Keel, all out, joined on the line. Right on the line, Recall the Show, got to and might have passed. They're off. Underway over the 1,600 metre trip here. Early pace up the inside, Sabea not far away. Early also decent beginning by Gamut towards the centre of the racecourse, the Czech jacket. Another one going forwards and handy will be Busmat, who wants a bit of piece of it. And another one right up there rattling forwards is Patchouli, who was the reserve that got in. So settling down, it will be the one, Sabea on the inside, who just leads over Patchouli in second position. Sifter's not far off them, racing just in behind the Czechs of Gamut. Up on the outside of horses, you've got Nuta Ali Jazz. In centre field is Anea, who's in a combination of blue and red. Also racing alongside with that one, you've got Abura, who's got the black cap on the jacket. Back to the inside, Amirat Fairs is starting to pick a few off. Iktayal is on the outside of horses. Looking back down the field at this stage, looking like one of the back markers is Seda Alderea. Heading for home, heading towards the final 300 then. Up on the inside, looks like the change of play is happening here, and it's now going to be Gamut, who's just got to the front. So Gamut goes on, leads up here as they begin the swing for home. One or two of these now battling away in behind, but Julie, who's always been handy, the door was shut on the inside for Amirat Fairs when trying to close. Nuta Ali Jazz is still in there pitching, and here now between horses is Wardat Always as well, the silver jacket, who's picking up strongly and best. It will be Wardat Always who goes on and past to the lead here and heading up to the line. They're off and racing. Underway over 1,600 metres for this local bred 0 to 80 handicap. On leaving the starting stalls, one or two slow to begin. In particular, Rams Alpha Kook is going to drop towards the back of the field. Good starts. Where have they been made? Well, La Ilge 13, number 3 on the card, got away okay. But it's going to be Thoseat now, the black and red jacket, who will see them all off and is tacking over from a wider berth to get up near that inside. Also racing Hadley is Lati in the blue jacket. Bawada Kia's not far off them, yellow and green stars. Right up in between horses, Ebony is there as well in the light blue. Modbeck's very wide. Got to be a good 8 horses deep. I'm afraid Bawada Kia's gone wrong. He's being pulled up, so Bawada Kia is out of the race. Out in front then, it's Thoseat who continues to lead the way. He's being followed here by Najmat Al-Mahafil, who's got handy. Also not far off them is still La Alge Thati, the grey up the inside. Wider on the race course, Arras, Czech jacket, is trying to get with them. Strongly driven around the outside of horses and trying to close in, but they are stacking here, aren't they? Thoseat just has the lead. Right in there pitching still is Najmat Al-Mahafil, looking for closers. There's one or two weaving away now. Tayal Al-Kia is getting involved from the back end of the field, and here in between horses now we've got Millane, who's come forwards very powerfully indeed. So Millane will be the latest one to go on. Here comes Arras down the centre. Also picking up is Majorzal, but it will be Arras now who gets past them all. Right down the middle of the course, Arras for a third career success. Forgivable reared in 4, but they're now off and away. We're racing over 2,400 meters for our final race of the afternoon. Not a great deal of early pace actually here. One or two are being happy to take back and steady. Majestic Fighter, white jacket and blue cap, was away alertly. Also going forwards is Forgivable. Gain line up the inside running rail, the white and red, and deeper out now it is going to be past them all. Run Teddy Run. So Run Teddy Run gets over in advance of Forgivable and Gain line. Majestic Fighter is now back in 4th place and is followed there by Wesh Awala, who's on the inside of Premium Ticket, who's in blue and yellow. Rich King races next, a white cap on the outside of Celestran, who's in green and races right in between rivals. Gurkali Warrior is up against the inside running rail, got the blue cap on the body, which is a white disc right on the inside rail. Deeper out is Entangling. That runner races quite wide on the course. It's being followed through at this stage by Drawing Clocks as well. Looking back down the field, you've got Royal Crusade, white jacket out the back. Helmy's got lots on at this point in time as well. As they swing down the far side, it's going to be Entangling, the last one to level. So heading midway down the back straight. Out in front then Run Teddy Run is being pressed hard by Forgivable, and still right there on their quarters is Majestic Fighter. Trying to get to them now is Gain line on the inside, and still there as well Weshawala's not far away as they work for home. Premium Ticket is in 4th. Right through on the inside running rail, here comes Gurkali Warrior with a good looking effort as well. Heading inside the final 600 meters, now they are really upping the tempo as they begin the swing back towards us. In front, it will be Forgivable who will level in front with the advantage. Majestic Fighter is right there. Premium Ticket is still up on the outside. Gurkali Warrior not far off them here. From the back end of the field, 1 or 2 closing. Here's Monsieur Jumbo right on the scene down the centre, and Helmy also tries to get rolling late. It's Forgivable in front, but Monsieur Jumbo has now come on past. Here's the final 100 meters. It is Monsieur Jumbo. The run of seconds is broken. Monsieur Jumbo wins again.